Welcome everybody to the Here If You Need Me podcast. Thank you for everybody who are returning to watch episode 2. Thank you for everybody who watched episode 1, who liked and subscribed and commented. I really appreciate you all. Special shout out to Sco, Vontae, Muncho. Thank y'all guys a lot, man. I appreciate you, tapping in and commenting and subscribing, and everybody else who subscribed as well, man. I really appreciate you all. Hang tight with me. Like I said, I'm gonna be staying real consistent and giving y'all more and more content. But today I just want to get right into it, man. I'm not too long winded. I was sitting earlier this week, and I was just sitting down, smoking me a blunt, doing my normal writing, you know, going through some ideas, just jotting some stuff down. And my dog, I noticed it's my dog, and he do it every day, but I got a dog named Yayo, and he just was following me around the house all day. And I was just thinking, like, I was talking to him. I'm like, dude, you got your own room, all the toys in there, whatever you want to do. But you just want to just come sit up under me all day. You know what I'm saying? And it just brought me, back to the idea because, of course, we most of us have come across this idea that, most of the time, children and pets, they don't really want much but your time. You know what I'm saying? And then I thought about it deeper, man, and the term quality time came to my head, and I thought about it different than I'd ever thought about it before. You know what I mean? And because what stood out to me in that particular moment was the word quality. You know what I'm saying? And what made that stand out to me is it's a clear difference, obviously, between the time that you spend. Quality makes the difference. Quality, having that word quality before time, makes the difference in the time that you're spending. And immediately I thought about quality time versus idle time, and I'm gonna try to make this as concise as possible. You know, I thought about quality time versus idle time, and what I want to do first is define, the difference between quality and important, because I feel as though oftentimes we mix up important for quality. And granted, it's important that we spend, time. But what's even more important is the quality of the time that we're spending. So I'm gonna just go ahead and define. Well, I'm not defining it. This is the definitions that I found, and so important defined of great significance or value, likely to have a profound effect on success, survival, or well-being. Important of great significance or value, likely to have a profound effect on success, survival, or well-being. Okay, quality defined. The standard of something as measured against the other, or the standard of something as measured against other things of a similar kind. The degree of excellence of something. So, when we talk about quality time, we're talking about the degree of excellence of the time that you're spending. And I'm not trying to be deep, but it just stuck out to me like, damn. So, and it made me think, you know, um, so what makes time quality? What makes the time that you're spending quality? And the difference is, as I sat through and I searched for just searched through reasoning for myself, I said, well, it gotta be the action. Quality time is active time, or it may be what you're not doing, because you could be active all the time. So quality time could be shutdown time. So obviously, quality time is time that you're spending to get some type of benefit out of or give some type of benefit to. rather it be a person or another situation, or a person or an endeavor or practice, you know. So say for instance, you got two ball players, you know what I'm saying? They both, we call them player A, player B. You know, and they both go, player A and player B, they both go to the gym 5 times a week. They both get up 1,000 shots a day. The player A, his attitude is a little bit different. You know, player A, he not really trying to be here 5 times a week. So when he come in, his attitude ain't always consistent. You know, his shot, the way he's shooting, might not always be consistent. He might come and just be trying to get him up. I'm just gonna hurry up and just get these shots up. As opposed to player B, he come in with a good attitude every day because he want to get better. So that's the big difference. It's the will. So he's coming in with the will, and then he's coming in and he's shooting the shot with the same form for 1,000 shots straight, at the same release point for 1,000 shots straight. So the quality of that time, even though they're spending the same time, it's a clear difference between the quality of the time. And the difference is the action, what he's doing, how he's approaching his time. You know what I'm saying? And to me, I believe that's the clear difference between quality time and time spent. Now, as we know, it's important for, you can have two parents, parent A and parent B. They both spend equal amount of time with their children, but the quality of the time and the difference is the action that they're taking while with their children. So you could be with a child and he could just be on the iPad all day or playing a game, and he out the way. Y'all cool, but you know it's good that you're there. It's very important that you're there. Just to have that presence is key. You know, from somebody who didn't have a fatherly presence. I don't know the difference. Clearly, I turned out fine, but it could have affected me. It probably did affect me somewhere. You know, that's something I'm still figuring out. But as opposed to parent B, it's with his child. They're doing something. They're active. Rather it be teaching you your ABCs, teaching you how to tie your shoes. Every hour I'm going to run a quiz on you. It ain't got to be nothing too harsh, but just something to induce the quality of the time that you're spending. Because ultimately, it's going to be more significant in the long run. You know, that child is going to be able to take something from that time. Now, granted, you could say I was with my dad all weekend, and that's fine because you know that's important. But if another child could say I was with my dad all weekend and we did this, that, and the third. Now Monday the child can tie his shoe. Friday, when he came or was with his father, he couldn't. Monday he can. The difference is the quality of the time that you spent with the child. So, you know, that's not nothing too deep. And this thing ain't about just getting deep. It's just I want to just point out stuff that we may tend to overlook, and the importance of the stuff that we may tend to overlook because it's so valuable, and it's, I want to say, word am I looking for? I can't find a word. But it's so valuable towards the growth, you know, of our lives, and it's so valuable towards the development within our lives. You know what I'm saying? These small little intricacies that we at times don't think about. And these are things that we have control of. We have control of how we spend our time. We don't want to worry about what we can't control, of course, but we have control oftentimes of how we spend our time. You know what I'm saying? So that's just something I wanted us to think about. So yeah, I guess what I would want to leave us with is the quality of your actions or practices during the time that you spend will determine the value of the time that you spent. The quality of your actions or practices during the time that you spend will determine the value of the time that you spent. Now, what I mean by that the value of the time that you spent. Um, you can have, you can either have a few things can happen, nothing, or you could increase your potential during that time. You can increase your skill set during that time. You can learn new practices. You can learn better habits or practice better habits during that time. Um, it's just a lot of different ways that you can spend that time to increase the value of that 40 minutes. You know, you can spend 40 minutes doing nothing, and that's 40 minutes that went by, and time is precious, right? Time is is something that people would define as, invaluable. You can't put a price on it, but you can put a value on it. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that's just what I want to leave us with until this next episode. And I appreciate y'all again. Please, if you like it, subscribe, like, comment, share. I'll be back again soon, probably another couple days or so, with something else. But like I said, thanks for sticking with me. I appreciate you tuning in. And until next time.